What's good, y'all? It's jahskeezy. Today, I'm gonna be, you know, this idea came when I was in what English class like hours ago. I was in English class hours ago. They put on this documentary about men showing their feelings and type things like that and emotions. So this is where this idea is coming from. This video is going to teach you how to show your emotions. Now, this is definitely for the men. Some can't even be for the women. It really can go for both. But I know like the concept of like, be a man, men don't cry, that type of thing. So I really expect men to watch this, but it really can go for both genders type thing, right? So boom. Now, I'm this is going to be the first thing. It's okay to cry. That was crazy, huh? Yeah, it's okay to cry, bro. Bro, I just got what's called. I was telling this dude today, like, yo, I cried over my ex once. I was asking, it was the topic of like, have you ever cried in public? He was like, no. Maybe he did say yeah. I don't remember, but I think he said no. And he was asking me, have I? I said yes. I cried in the cafeteria. What's called when I see my ex walk with someone else. He was surprised about that, bro. And me personally, I'm at the stage now where I can admit that. I have no problem admitting that, bro. I have no problem seeing having people see me for who I really am. It's just me. That's me, bro. It hurt, and I'm gonna be real. I cried. I cried at the lunch table. I let no one see me. I act like I was asleep, but I cried, bro, and it was okay. It's okay to cry, bro. Now, for the people that think showing emotions is weak, somebody probably made you feel like that. For example, if you was in a relationship and you had a problem, somebody could have been like, yo, like you always got a problem with something. Like you're just never satisfied. All this. Like they gaslighting you, just making it seem like, it's not really that much big of a deal, making it seem like you're the problem, all this. Or maybe like somebody hurt you to the point like you don't want to show no more emotion, like you want to turn cold to the world. I've been in both of those situations. I feel like, have I? Yeah, actually, I have been in both of those situations. And me personally, it's not a fun thing. I've been the person telling them it's not that big of a deal, and I've been the person getting told that it's not that big of a deal. So really, it's like I've been in both situations. So really, I can tell you, and I really like I can give my insight on these type of situations. So it's like to show your emotion. Number one, some people, I'm gonna say men right now. Men do not feel comfortable being vulnerable, especially around that girl, because they feel like it's soft, and they definitely won't be vulnerable around they what's called their homeboys. I've never seen a man be vulnerable around his homeboys. That's one thing I never saw. But I don't think I'll ever see a man be vulnerable around his girl, bro. It's just like a thing where you got too much pride to do that. Like you've been told, like, yo, you gotta keep going strong. Like, don't let that ruin you. But at the same time, you're hearing that and you thinking, don't let that ruin me. Okay, that means I don't gotta show emotion towards it. No, bro. If you feel like you gotta cry it out and then fix it. You see, people think, or men tend to think like when people start telling you, yo, don't even worry about that. Like you gotta keep getting this money. You gotta keep you gotta keep doing this, gotta keep doing that. You pushing all the emotions just down to your heart and you still keep living. But yet the trauma is building up within you. And one day you snap. You know why? Because you didn't handle it then and there. Instead, you wanted to keep going, pushing yourself to the limits. Not the best idea. You know why? Because I was one of them. So for that fact, right? When the situation first comes up and you feel like you need to express whatever emotion, express it in the most healthiest way you can. If it's anger, get one of these. Punch it. That's all you really can do. Or, try to figure out like a healthy input to release emotion, right? Think, and then after that, think, why did I do that? Why did I feel this certain way? Like, think to yourself, why did it make me feel this type of way? And then think like, how could you go about handling this differently? And think about like all this, right? Just ask yourself questions. But I feel like I kind of strayed off the topic a little bit because that's like, I don't know. But basically, when it gets to the point like when you start, I know like a lot of men, they won't even admit like they get sad like when, like a lot of men, they won't even admit if they were getting insecure or not. They won't admit a lot of things. They won't admit insecurities, jealousy. I don't hear a lot of men mention depression. It's just like the type of concept or the type of mindset that most men are in to be like, yo, you got to keep going strong. If you don't have a lot of money, you're not a man. All this. When the whole reality, bro, we're all human and we all got emotions. So it's like, who really made you like this? And this can go for women too. If you're a woman watching this, just put yourself like, just trade out me saying a man with a woman and have it relate to you. Because I'm only saying man just because it's like, you know, me talking to myself type thing. But it's like, who made you like this? What exactly in your life made you not express your feelings? Think to yourself, what exactly happened in your childhood or happened a couple of days ago, weeks ago, months ago, years ago that turned you out so cold? Who made you like this? Well, no one made you like anything. But what experience inspired you, or not inspired you, but crafted you in this way to not be expressive? What, you know, I don't want to say made you like this because then it makes you sound like you like a victim. You're never a victim. You always have the, you know, the choice to change. But what exactly, you know, crafted you to be like this? Like, that's the word, influenced. What influenced you to be like this? What influenced you to not be, you know, you can't understand the, what's called emotion comprehension. You don't have no emotion comprehension. And also you can't express emotions. You can't understand why a person might feel this way, and you look at things black and white, and you also can't express emotions upon yourself. So it's like, what really made you this way? Think to yourself. Some people could be getting bullied, you know, maybe bullying could have made you this way. Somebody told you, yo, you crying? You're soft, all this. Now you never cry. Never cry, bro. And all the trauma is just sitting here. All the experiences that you ever went through. People calling you names. All this. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, people calling you names can hurt. If you feel it, like, if you feel the need to cry just because of that, cry, bro. No matter how... Ignore the voice crack. But no matter how embarrassing it could feel, like somebody called me a name, I feel bad. Repeat that. Somebody called me a name, I feel bad. Bro, it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to feel like that, but you can't let that emotion run your life. So once you cry all that out, focus on like, why did I let this run my life? Hopefully this is making sense for y'all, bro. I really hope this makes sense for y'all. So let's see, this video is 8 minutes. I'm not finna drag this out. I'm gonna just go over the key points, and I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. Now, how to express your emotions, how to get comfortable expressing your emotions, you know, all this, so you don't have to like keep it down here anymore. Now, I used to be one of those people. My ex is one of the people that actually brought me up out of this, so I appreciate her for that. No matter what I could have done in that situation, I appreciate her for that, you know. So boom, how to start expressing emotion. Now, one, it's gonna take practice. Some situations I used to have problems talking to my emotions with girls because I feel like they would take that for granted and feel like they see me as weak. But it's not really on how they see you. It's more for yourself. Because think about it. If you didn't care what they was thinking, you know how it feels to get like stuff off of your chest? It feels relieving, don't it? If you were never to say nothing, that feeling is just going to sit there. It's going to feel heavy. But if you say how you feel, there's no more elephant in the room. You're clear. You're open. You're spacious in the heart. But when you don't say nothing and you leave that elephant in the room, all of a sudden, Now the elephant is getting bigger and bigger and it's taking up more space. All of a sudden, the whole house crashes. So it's like, address this, bro. Not for her, if this is about a girl, like, but not for anyone else, but for you. That's the facts. I'm gonna be real. So that's the problems that I used to have, bro. So if you are one of the people that's like, I feel like I feel like my stuff, like my topics is getting everywhere, bro. I blame the red 40. That gotta be ADHD. But man, now I lost my spot. But anyway, if you feel like you're the type of person to not express yourself just because of how other people will think, all it takes is practice. Like, I had to get comfortable, not caring about what other people could think about how I feel. It is what it is. If they, one girl, if you were expressing yourself to a girl, one girl could say, oh, okay, I understand this. I could try to do better. And another girl could say, oh, you soft, all this, all that. But you can't take that to heart. You gotta understand. This is when emotional comprehension comes in. What made her say this is soft? What made her say, oh, you're dragging this out? What made her say that? Has she been through something as well, but she just doesn't know? She just doesn't have the emotional comprehension to understand on why this emotion is being presented? Start thinking about deep questions like that, because most likely, bro, everybody's hurt. I'm gonna be real. Everyone is hurt. Everyone could be hurt by something. But it all just takes time. Oh damn, bro. I don't like when I be forgetting what I'm about to say, I'll just be trading it in with other words. Alright, let me restart this again. Everyone can be hurt in this world, but it all depends on everyone can be hurt in this world, but not everyone knows how to deal with that hurt. Bro, I forgot what I was going to say. Bro, basically, bro, all it does is it takes practice and just keep working towards being comfortable with yourself, be comfortable with your emotions, spend time with yourself, cry, listen to all the Drake that you need to, but then after, you got to realize that life keeps going and you can't let that emotion stop you and keep you in a bubble. So, it is what it is. Vent to yourself. I walk around here vent all day, bro. I'm gonna be real. I walk around here vent, talk to myself in the mirror. I talk to myself every day, bro. I talk to myself in the hallways. I talk to myself in classes. Like, I talk to myself all the day, all the time. Because who's gonna be realer than me? No one. No one is gonna be realer than me. I'm gonna be real. I gotta speak to the realest people. Me. And you should feel that same exact way. You should be able to put yourself as priority and start talking to yourself. Bro, I get home and be like, bro, why the fuck this shit bother me? Like, bro, he did this, and this, and you just letting that go. You letting that go just brings so much peace at heart, bro. Just because you expressed on how you were feeling, venting. Have some friends to vent to. Get a journal, something. Put this in some type of output. Do music, do art, something, bro. Please. Don't just keep this sitting up here. Express yourself. You come here to live. If you're not expressing yourself, you're not living. I'm gonna be real with you. You got to express emotions. You can't just be hard 24/7 and all this. Because then, like, who really are you then? If you're being hard 24/7, which we know, like, you really aren't hard 24/7. You got to have some type of emotional side. But if you're just being hard 24/7, are you really living? You're limiting yourself to one characteristic. Are you really living? You're not. That's the thing. So you expressing these emotions, bro, you'll be fine. Me personally, I feel way better than I did years ago. Years ago, I was not saying nothing to nobody. I would just act out just because I couldn't. I didn't have nobody to tell. I felt alone. But now, bro, I can express this. And I no longer feel alone because I know people is going to agree with me. No matter how embarrassing it seems, and people may not want to, relate to this in public, they can always relate to it in their heart, in private. And this probably giving goosebumps right now. So anyway, right? That's really the end of the vid. It just takes practice, getting comfortable with yourself, and all this. But yeah, y'all. Oh dang, my damn computer turned off. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, and with that further ado, y'all, Jahskeezy out.